my test. Today is 26 August 2026. Okay, so I am doing the mid-week trading plan because Nvidia earnings and Marvel earnings is coming up. These two are one of the most prominent companies, right, that will release their earnings and will move the markets. Okay, so as usual, we just look at we look at the weekly time frame first. Nothing changes. Daily time frame, nothing changes, and we look at 4 hours time frame for setup. Okay, for this left a few days of the week for the setup. So yesterday we moved higher to test this level. Okay, this sell zone on the 4 hours time frame. Okay, you can see I marked this candlestick here, this candle bar, and once it go inside, it starts to wobble and come back down, and you can see that now we are in a very tight range. Okay, here is a sell zone, here is a buy zone, and the buyers and the sellers are looking at Nvidia's earnings to find proof, and I will share with you some of the Nvidia's thing. Okay, some Nvidia's information. So you can see that however, we are very near to the liquidity level, which means they will want to drain this first. They will want to drain this first and move down fast, and Nvidia's earnings come up and push back up. Okay, so we will see like this. We'll see like this, flush down. Let me see. Okay, gonna flush all the way down to here. You can see that this wick here, WICK, this wick here. So we're gonna flush all the way down here, okay, which is S1. Okay, so today if we flush all the way down here, is about 400 points, based on current price level, and Nvidia will push all the way up. Okay, this is what I believe in, either somewhere S1 or somewhere inside this, moving inside this wick. Okay, we are somewhere there, so somewhere there. Okay, so we will look at more details. Okay, so now we look at, so this is a trading plan for the coming week. And tomorrow is the Nvidia's earnings. Once today's market close, right, Nvidia earnings will be out. Should be out. Okay, so let's wait, and we can see that price is moving down, should be moving downwards and push the price up. Okay, so now we're going to look at S&P 500. Okay, weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, we see that it's consolidation, and then they move upwards. So usually this is very important because sometimes there's a bull trap, and with this weekly candle is important also. Okay, this weekly candle is important because it's engulfing the previous candle. However, this is a strong green buying signal. Okay, so if today we drop, we may test this level. Okay, all the way here. Okay, and Nvidia come back out again. Okay, this is weekly. Okay, we can go to 4 hours time frame or 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame will be depending on today's movement. Yep, I still want price. You can see once it tap inside, which is inside this buy zone on a 4 hours time frame, no, it's on a daily time frame. Yep. And best if we can tap this this buying signal here, which is about 7,500 to 7,523, and price move up. Okay, but because of this entire week, right, it is not moving. You can see that, not moving. So either two major earnings that will move the market, Nvidia and Marvel. Yes, we will see further clues on the Nvidia's earnings, okay, and Marvel earnings. A 1 trillion company said by Jensen Huang. Okay, so for today, for this week, I want to see something like this before earnings come out, but I don't think they will drop 100 points for today. Yeah, so just like Nasdaq, I also don't believe that it will drop all the way to 28,800, which is about 300 points. No, 400 points. Yeah, so, but anything is still possible. Okay, if we look at 1 hour time frame for Nasdaq, yeah, it's holding firm in this range. Something has to break. Okay, if not, this buy zone is still valid. Okay, this buy zone, it will be still valid because they are under the 4 hours time frame. No, the daily time frame is here. No, the daily time frame don't have, but the 4 hours time frame is here. So it will take 1 to 2 weeks time to fulfill. Okay, which is today is it's already more than 2 weeks already. Yeah, so they just have to sweep this liquidity here and go back up. Okay, S&P 500, you see there's this liquidity here, and then this is one straight bar up, untested. You can see all these are untested bar. Okay, there are orders here. Okay, there are orders here. So it wants to come down here to test all this, to collect all the orders and move upwards. Okay, depending on orders. Okay, most of the orders can be sell orders, yeah, and maybe it can be buy orders. Yeah, they are all hidden blocks. So we have to wait for more information. But as you can see on the 1 hour time frame, we are in a range, right? Yeah. So at the moment, we are unable to gauge, what will happen when Nvidia earnings is out. So we're going to do one step ahead. Okay. Now we go. I will share more later. Now we go to gold. Gold has since went up when I say the buy here. Yeah. And it went all the way up to 4,656. Yep. Almost retested this area to follow buy. Didn't. For another entry. You can see that. Okay, this sell zone is over. Okay, we'll just take away this sell zone. Okay. And gold hit another sell zone here. Okay, which is at let me see, is it daily time frame? Or weekly time frame? Yep, weekly time frame sell zone. Okay, weekly time frame sell zone. This is the wave down. Now they are entering this wave to break this wave. Okay, so if they are going to manipulate, which is pushing the yield down, or pushing the yield higher, or increase the rate, because today, this week also is a Fed Jackson Hole. Okay, then we can see the price coming down. Oh wow. Okay, other than that, I think it's quite bullish. Yeah, this wave down is covered immediately by like how many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. 4 candles against how many candles? The buyers are strong here. Okay, so gold is in the sell zone. If you are holding position, you can take profit. Okay, it's always good to take profit. No, if you hold, it might come back down, and then there is a point whereby you will be hesitating. Okay, now we go to USD JPY. Okay, so USD JPY, you can see that the buying is very strong in these two candlesticks here. The buying is strong in these two candlesticks here. There are blocks hidden, and you can see it drop. It recovers fast and then continue to go up higher. So I want price to close above this. Okay, I want price to close above this, so that the USD is giving signal to me that USD is becoming stronger. The dollar has strengthened. Okay, the dollar has strengthened, and if we'll force the yen to depreciate, and it will force the BOJ in September to do something. Okay, and once BOJ do something, there will be sell off. Why? BOJ had to do intervention, either by hiking rates. But if they hike rates, there is still a margin left lah. There's still a margin left between the US rates and the JPY rates. So I wouldn't say that is a major sell-off. I would say that that is a case scenario that there's no worth it to park in the US. And because first, US dollar is strong, and yield is high, and now it's about, if we look at the bond market, right, the short-term yield and the long-term yield is around 4% on average. So there's still gap to chase for BOJ. So I won't say that, I won't follow the news that, oh no, the BOJ will ask the investors to pull their capital out of US. Yeah, they still find room left. Okay, so but people are more worried lah, because of the CDS credit spread by Broadcom and of course Nvidia. A recent news about showing that Nvidia and Broadcom, the CDS spread has gone higher, and which means that the risk of refinancing is higher also. Yeah, the financing, the interest rate has gone up. Okay, because the risk is there. So there's a lot of permutations, right? And all these are narrative coming out already. First, usually the first narrative, right, nobody will believe, or nobody will pay attention. But subsequently, they impute in more narrative along the way. But that is like a small little impute. Because why? Because when the narrative comes, right, the selling pressure is usually already there. The selling pressure is usually already done already. It's just that the narrative comes, it adds more pressure to push the price even lower. Okay, so currently we are now facing that not really facing that much of the sell pressure on the Nasdaq or SPY or S&P, SPX. Okay, so I don't feel that this is a very strong sell. Yep. Especially you can see that it sell very fast down, but holds at 7668. The price difference between the high here to the low here is about 2.29%. There's a drop of 2.29%. Is it a lot? You must remember, this year we are up 20%. Okay. What about this? Okay, this year, I think S&P is up. It's already up 20 over percent. Okay, so I won't say that this job is like a crash. Yeah. Okay, and then we go for FTSE. FTSE hit the, you can see, hit the buy zone, couldn't close below, and now moving higher. You can see that. Yeah, this one, if you look at my previous video, I always show. Okay, you can see price, it went below, but buyers pushed the way up and it stayed above this buy zone, and straight away we go selling mode, buying mode. Okay, DAX didn't touch the buy zone, okay, but soon it will. Nikkei is hovering at this price range. You can look for since Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday until now. Wednesday of 19 August to 26 August. Okay, a move is coming. Okay, so now we are going to understand NVIDIA. Okay, which companies does NVIDIA hold? Okay, because right, this is the first time I see a company holding equity stakes in almost a lot of these AI companies or the chip companies, and it's a good thing because NVIDIA is now not operating as a semiconductors. It is now operating as a financial institution. When you look at the history, right? A lot of companies like the mega cap, right? They buy over the companies. Meta buy companies like never. They keep buying companies, more companies. But NVIDIA, no, they don't buy companies. They buy their equity stakes so that the profits or whatever, right? When they post, right, NVIDIA, the books, right, the account books will show positive results. Yeah. So all these companies that NVIDIA invests in, Intel, they're already up how many percent this year? It's already at $100 range. SpaceX also. This is a private, and they buy SpaceX not at a high. I think they are the first few that is bought below the IPO price. Okay, CoreWeave also they bought this, and the recent earnings shows that they have backlogs and they lose money. However, the shares go up. Okay, the shares go up, and when shares go up, right, NVIDIA books, right, will show positive. Nokia, also one of the performing companies. Coherent, 7.8 million shares. Synopsys, Nebius, MBIS, all these are companies that are short by Michael Burry. Okay, Generate Biomedicines. You can see that they are now becoming a financial institution, buying shares and for these companies, and if the earnings is good, right, and NVIDIA earning report, right, will show that they are performing. Don't forget, NVIDIA they have borrowed a lot of money to build a lot of things, or that's why their credit spread is getting higher in the chart. Okay. Okay, so you can use the ChatGPT to do all the checks. Okay, and we are now at NVIDIA. NVIDIA started their AI run in 2023. in late 2023, which is around here. Yep, here. This is the start. Okay, and these are the few key buy zones. The buy zones, you don't mind it because now they have a rate. You see, this buy zone here, right, will not never reach because they already evolved into a financial institutions. Well, so it depends on other companies' earnings or results, right, to actually build confidence in their shareholders or in the NVIDIA shareholders side, and also to show that NVIDIA is earning. But the thing is that there's no dividends for the consumers or the investors. It's only showing on paper they have profits on paper by all these investments that they made. Okay. Okay, so now the thing is this: we are at this range with a recent price push to all-time high again, and now we are here. So what can I see from here? Okay, so let me draw this. Okay. Okay, so now we are in the sell zone for NVIDIA. Okay, so on the daily time frame, okay, so we have two. This one is tested, and this is not tested. Okay, but this one should be the 4 hour time frame. Okay, and you can see that on the smaller time frame, we have another sell zone here. Okay, so this area, right, has no resistance. Straight away is a buying by all the way. Okay, so let us look at the 4 hour time frame for the NVIDIA, and you can see that this sell zone here, last night tapped. Okay, last night it tapped. I think didn't really tap because there's still a gap if I see it very close. Yeah, so then there is this buy zone here. What I can see is that price have to close above and come down, but tomorrow is the earnings. I just don't think that the price will be smooth to be like close, then retrace and then push higher. Yep, so it is what it is. At least I share with you. This is scenario A, and then the scenario is today we come down, we push higher. Because like what I share with you, this has not exploded yet. This has not exploded yet. Okay, so to me, this has not exploded, and they can any point. Okay, so the thing is now is that the position that they have now are still relatively. They are the one that is moving the market, and these companies, even though the earnings are a bit mixed, like COVID recently and ABS recently, right, shows a bit mixed. You know, even though they big earnings, right, but their accounts is not that good. Yeah, they are still losing money. Okay, and but like I said, microbrewery is always early, So that is why I say that it's not the time yet, because I don't see any really bad news on these companies. Yeah, so I still believe that NVIDIA can still move high up. Okay, but my buy price yesterday I shared with followers is this. My buy price is possibly in this area, 200 to 196. If you look at this, the implied volatility, Nvidia is about 7 to 8% implied volatility. So their earnings shows that they have an implied move of 7 to 8%. And if you count in 216 multiply by 90, 93, 92%, right? It should be near to this range. Okay, so unless they do something that is out of the ordinary, they may push the price down, and it might signal a sell. If the news is right negative, it might push the S&P to sell. Okay, currently I think somebody knows something and they are doing something already, but data is Nikkei. Okay, I mentioned that this is my buy zone, my initial buy zone. Okay, so my ultimate buy zone will be here. This range is juicy, at least for now. My price target is about 6,900 at S&P 500. What will move the market to 6,900? And why I say on the video, right, the previous video, that 6,900 will happen in 2027 quarter one. If you look at Donald Trump, right, he always have negative news in the first quarter of the year. He always push for negative news like tariff. Once he become the president on January, and he declared tariff, and straight away the market sell off in February to March, and then he do something, the market rally in April. So his next year will be the same. He will push for the narrative, and the price may come back down to 6,900 area. Okay, so what narrative? I don't know. Okay, it may be still like a war with Iran or whatever that he tries to incite. Yeah. So for Nvidia wise, it's currently bearish. However, we may see a so-called retracement. Okay, it might not. You see, now the thing is, if they come back down here, right, 210 times multiplied by this 93, 92, right, you can go back up inside this sell zone. Okay, you can go back up this sell zone. Okay, you can go to 200 level, 200 plus, and if it's possible, you can go back to this level. Okay, this is the level that I want it to come back to. Yeah, before the finale. Okay, this is no longer valid because this is supposed to be the signal that we buy 210. Okay, so now we are entering the sell zone. We slowly push up. Okay, and once we cross over, then the signal of a buy, which is the earnings, might push higher. But this is the sell zone here, and this can be the sell zone also. No, this can be the possible actions. This is A, this is B. Okay, A, I prefer it to come all the way down to here. Okay, then future will go up. Okay, at least 200 level. Okay, that's all for today. Okay, but of course there are many companies that are very very good companies, and you must follow me to know more. I have I have did so much, okay, and I give UNH, IBM, okay. You can see my buy zones activated, okay. Netflix I call at 70, now at 81, 82. Yep. Okay, my earnings. Maybe that tap the sell zone. You can see sell zone. This is the indices. Okay, this one is indices. Maybe that's set up. Okay, this is the indices, and you can see that. What is this? You can see that yesterday morning, Asia time, 8 o'clock, I call for a possible buy if the price closed above 86.25. And you can see that later part of the day, 2:41 p.m. Asia time, we are already moving to 90. 90 during the market open. 90. Yeah, so and we have prepared a lot. I prepared a lot of details. Yep. About this is not my channel, so do not enter this channel, okay? Unless you want to know more about other things, then of course you can join. But this is not my channel, so I don't have channels. Okay, I just want to show, and that's all for today. I need to go work already.